Hi everyone, Marion Emberson here. There I was the other day thinking I was really clever, coming up with my idea, my cunning plan for putting acetate on my sheet so it protects it. Yeah, and I've got it cut to the size of the card that I use. I'm in England, so I use different size cards to North America. And I thought I was really clever. And I was sitting there like a plucked ostrich, chest out, thinking, yep, okay, suss this. And then, I love this. I was reading through some of the comments. The lovely Donna Valdez, she had the exact same idea and was going to message me about it. We obviously think alike. Then Lisa Taylor, I hope you don't mind me mentioning you guys. Lisa Taylor and Madam H, that's what your tag is on the thing. You come up with the same idea as Lisa Taylor, where you said, why don't you, let me find them, whoops. Why don't you just take the sheets and cut them to the size of your piece of card? Because they are sticky on both sides. So you can just stick it down, and then all this bit, let me take this off. All this bit is wiped clean anyway. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, why didn't I think of that? So brilliant idea, thank you. So that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And then if I'm using different size cards, because these are slightly narrower than my card base, so if I'm just doing it on a card base, I can do that as well. So thank you guys for that idea. As I said to you, genius, love it. Then Pebbles Mass said, why don't you use a silica matte? Now, I haven't tried that. So I went and grabbed, I haven't even used this yet. So this is my scrapbook.com silica matte. It's probably far too big. I can't even remember what size it was now. Oh, and it's got a grid on it. See, look, I haven't even used it. I got it so long ago. Let's just peel this. Although, so, no, maybe I have used it. Look, I've got a bit of glitter on there. Then again, glitter is my world, so it goes everywhere. Now, if this works, I could cut this down. So I'm just gonna lay it on there. I know it's too big at the moment, and that is, but I just want to see if it works. So let me just move that out the way. I'll try it with this. Now, one thing to say, I don't know if you saw me do a video with this, and I couldn't get this to stamp properly. It was missing in two areas, and that happens sometimes with photopolymer stamps. It's the way they're made, because it's done by a light source. It's like a gel, well, it's photopolymer, and it's done by a light source that hardens it. Now, sometimes, especially on big stamps, it can miss it, but weirdly, this missed it in two areas, and well, it just didn't work. It was awful. Anyway, I contacted scrapbook.com and told them about it. And do you know what? Hats off to them. They can't send me a new one, because I did buy this when I was staying at Donna's, and I had it shipped to Donna's house. So they could have shipped it again to Donna's house, but that's no good. I'm in England. She's in Nevada. A bit of a distance there. So they actually offered me a refund, which I thought was really, really lovely of them. And I think that is excellent customer service. So I just wanted to shout that out. So thank you, scrapbook.com. I'm going to see if this one, I can't remember if this one works, because it's a shame, because I've got the dies for it. I went all out on this one. I bought the stencils and the dies. So let me see if I can get this one working, and we can try this out at the same time. So let's just peel that off, lift this up, put a card base in there. I'll just line it up there. Oh, is that moving? No, that's stuck there. So, oh no, look, that moved. That moved. Just go like so. Oh, okay, so it's not sticking too well to this. Now, I wonder why that is. Because I thought this was meant to be a sticky one. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's this one that's... Let me just try this. Hang on a minute. I've got another scrapbook.com one here. No, that don't. Oh. Okay, all right. Let me just... I'm sure I've got the one. It was a white one, but I couldn't find it. That is sort of sticky-ish on both sides. So let me, if I just do it gently. Okay, just for the purposes of this, I am going to put a little bit of tape. I know this defeats the object, but this is if you don't want to keep having to buy, you know, extra sheets. So let's just stick a little bit there just to hold it down. Let's go for a bit of skylight and then ink it up. I know I should have this on a flat surface, but you know, we're just trying these things out, aren't we? If I keep it consistent. Okay. Oh, maybe this one's damaged as well. I only showed them the picture of the big one. Oh, see, this isn't any good because it's lifting. No. Okay. Right. I'm going to double check that. I might not have got much ink on it because I didn't ink it properly. So let me just try that again. I'm going to pop it there. I'm going to put more tape on this time. I only put a tiny bit, admittedly. But let's go a little bit more. Right. Okay. And then, do you know what? I always forget that that can come off. Now, let me ink it properly. And see if this one was... It doesn't matter if it's damaged anyway, because they're refunding me, and I'm going to see if I can get it in the UK anywhere. Probably can't, but anyway. Oh, I'm slightly off now, but that don't matter. And let's give it a little bit of pressure in case I'm not giving it enough pressure. No, okay, so that one's damaged as well. Okay, that's fine. So I can still use the words and the dies for the words for now, and I can still use the stencils. So that will work. This silicone mat will work if it's stuck down with doodah tape. Right, so let's just pull that off. So I'm just, see, it sticks lovely to that. Don't make any difference, does it, if I do it over the other side? I lose my grid, but no. No. I will try and find my little white one that I had and see if I can get that to work. So let's just move that out of the way. Right. So then, now, who told me this? Ah, I can't remember who told me this. I'm really sorry, because I was trying to take names. Well, I did. I read them out. But now I can't remember. But anyway, someone said about the... Oh, it might have been Denise, I don't know. But they said about the waffle flower mat. Now, I'd already, before I got this tool, I'd already, like a few weeks before, gone and treated myself to the Altenew 9x12 sticky grid mat. And, you know, I like it. I don't dislike it. I think it's blooming great, to be honest. But will it work in this? I'm just trying to get it so it's sort of squarish. That's not square. When I say squarish, obviously I mean not square. Honestly, it's like doing a workout trying to get that off. Goodness me. Right, let me grab just another piece. Another piece of card. Let me just pop it there. And this time, let me try this. I love this. Let's go like that. I might actually do it as a finished card. Let's have a look. Okay, it's quite thick, this mat, obviously, because it's not made for this. So let's just see how it works. Shall I do, oh no, let's do a bit of, let's do a bit of slate on there. So same thing, lift off. I mean, who knows, they might come out with some sort of thing, was what I suggested, that they come up with something that raises it up higher so that it can, I don't know what the word is, like cantilever. It's probably wrong. So you can feel that it touches there first and then you have to give it a bit of a push. Well, that's not bad. Someone said that if you use red rubber, not with this obviously, do it down the end here because you've got more room then as such. Now, is that meant to look like that? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it has missing pieces. Okay, that's fine. Okay, one of the downsides to having a sticky mat there is you end up, look at this. Do you know, I ain't done it like this. I've just used the outline. I think I've got that lined up. Let's have a look. I don't know. Looks about right. It's hard to tell. I think it's one of those things that it really doesn't matter that much. One thing that's nice, as I'm pulling this off, this is staying perfect on there, so that's brilliant. So let's go, let's have a bit of limoncello, and have a little bit of, oh my god, all my things are falling out. A little bit of rouge, a little bit of limoncello, and a bit of Aquatini. So let's just, oh, now I've just flicked my lid, honestly. Right, start again, Marion. Just go, I'm just sort of doing what they done on, well, I'm not going to be as good as them, but what they sort of did on here. But it's not going to be anything like that, so I don't know why I said that. Okay. Let's just put all this over it. And then we'll just throw a little bit of that in and we'll just see what happens. And I'm going to take a little blending brush, just dab it in so we've got no harsh lines. And the lovely thing about doing this is you can always just go back in afterwards and just add a bit more. Oh, see, look, I'm like a watercolour artist. Oh, I like that. See, and that's not meant to be there. That's not meant to be there, so that's perfect. Lovely. So I don't feel like I've sort of looked at this in its full form as such. Oh, put it back on there, Marion. And then you could do the solid leaves if you wanted. Oh, I could have masked it off and then done splatters, but I might just do my own splatters. See, even that just looks really nice, doesn't it? I like that. Let's just do a little bit of splattering. Let's have a little, let's just give that a little squidge. Squidge down. So we've got ink on there. A little bit of water, not too much. And then take a little paintbrush, she says, looking for a paintbrush. That'll do. Bit of an old one, just get a bit of, might need a bit more water. Let's have a look. I need a lot more water. Oh dear. Let's try that again, shall we? Get the colour on. There we go. And I'm not bothered that you can flick it. Can you tell I was an ex-smoker? Just sit there, have me puff, do that. Shame on me. That's lovely. Do you know what? Simple but effective. And I will empty, clean that out. Just give my brush a little clean. And then we will turn that into a card. I like that. Right, so this works. You have to put a little bit more pressure on one end than you do the other. It's nice and easy to clean up as well. I'm assuming the waffle flower one, because I think it was Ardith that used that. And then it might have been Denise that told me about it. But I'm assuming that one is a lot thinner. So, yeah. Right, let me just put that there, that there. So we know that works. So that's cool. So I'm just going to put this back. Oh, so the other thing, obviously stencils would work perfect on that. Now, the other one is to just cut these out to the size of your card base, which, why I didn't think of that, I don't know. But if I take, say, that, oh, and then this, and let's just, I could either leave a little edge around. Oh, that's right. Who else said that? Oh, it might have been Lisa. I'm so sorry if people have told me this and then I've forgotten your name. But I think they said about leaving a little edge around it. Okay. And then if you put a stencil over it, the stencil will stick to the edge, which I thought was genius. You will get little bits on here, but it's not sort of ruining all of it. So let's just cut. Oh, I could have done that better actually, because I could have got more out of it. But that's okay. For the purposes of this video, I don't mind trying these things. I am going to go and see if I can find my other little sticky mat thing. But, right, so keep these bits because you can stick it back on afterwards. I could put it right down there if I want to put it anywhere I want. Do you know what? Now it's down, it's not going to make any difference, is it? I was just going to see if that would work again, but it won't. It won't. Ugh. I'm going to have to wait till I get a new one. So let me just do this. Oh, have I got any red rubber with me? Red rubber ones? I don't think I have. Not in my little kit here. Bear with. I'm just going to go and see if I've got a red rubber one. Okay, I found my little white one. I've got a feeling it's the same. So, Pebbles Mass, you're going to have to tell me what silicone mat you used. But I will try this just in case. But look. Oh, one of my old JOFY paper artsy red rubber stamps. You can tell I've used it a lot. I love this stamp. Absolutely love it. If I can find it, I will put it in the description if you wanted to treat yourself. It might not be available anymore. It's it is quite old, but gorgeous. Let's just do it like that. And then pick that up and see how well. I'm going to go Slate again. I've got to get into the habit of taking this off to ink. Oh, I'm very heavy-handed today. Am I kidding? I'm very heavy-handed every day. I'm a nightmare. I should have done this on watercolour card. Let's just give it a... And the nice thing is, I can just re-stamp it. Oh, okay, let me just stick a little bit more ink in the middle. Sort of reacted there, but that's okay. Let's just... Yep, that stamp's lovely. That stamp's really lovely. So let me just get all that off of there. And then I can just go like that. Perfect. I'm going to leave that on there. I'm just going to stick this on, although I really do think this is exactly the same as the black one, but it hasn't got the grid on it. Yep. But I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong on many occasions. Okay. So let's just try that again. Just push it down. Is it gonna... No, it just doesn't. Or maybe, Pebbles Mess, maybe you actually do put a little, you know, like I did with a bit of mint tape or washi tape, and just stick your card down. I do think it's a fabulous idea. If you don't want to keep buying the sheets, I think it's a brilliant idea. But I'm sure they did do, and I do think I've got one somewhere, because I keep seeing it in my head and it's still in the tube. Because I remember watching a Simon Hurley video, and it was like another one of these, but it was sticky on both sides or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember now. But anyway, I will, yeah, I'll sort this out afterwards. But you've got to try these things, haven't you? It doesn't hurt to try. So I might just do, I like me splattering. I might just do a bit of splattering. So let's just grab. So again, just push into it. So you just transfer it onto the state of that. You just transfer it onto the lid. I don't know how I've contaminated that so much. Get some water. I'm going to go lighter first. Hopefully I'm not... Then again, it would just go a nice green, wouldn't it? So just make it look a bit arty-farty. Sort of keep within the flower. It doesn't matter if you go out of it. Says me, like I know what I'm doing. Clean that off. Bit of Aquatini. This was my all-time favourite colour. Then Hot Tub came along, and it's like, oh, and then Daydream, oh, Sea Glass, Uptown. Oh, those colours are just amazing. Okay. A bit of... Oh, look, that's nice. Where it's going to mix in with the yellow, and it'll bring out a bit of green, won't it? I don't know if I want the red on there. I think I will. No, I think I will. Stick to what you was originally doing. I so often change my mind. It'll just give it a little pop, won't it, the red? So, let me just go like so. So push into the lid. Well, it's got loads on there anyway. So do it gently to start with, so you know you're not. And you can always just turn your card round if you find that you sort of go in one direction. Oh, do you know what? I really like this. Oh, I love it. That's really cool. I'll clean that one because there's a lot of water on there. And then put my lid back. Look at me lovely multicolour baby wipes. Oh, yummy. Oh, should have waited. Should have used a clean one. Honestly. Right, throw that in there. Grab a cloth. That's really, really nice. Look at them two. Look, I just look like I've come from an art school. And now I just need a couple of sentiments. And then I'll put them into cards. So, do you know what? Like I said at the beginning, I thought I had a plan. I had a cunning plan and it did work. I loved my cunning plan and I still love my cunning plan. But I do like these ideas as well. I've got to try and get the silicone mat to work. So, Pebbles Massa, please, 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 hope you're watching. Because I don't like being beaten on something. Oh, look, that's why I always give everything a try. And I love that you all comment and tell me your ideas and that, because, you know, we all think we come up with ideas and then it's great to share them. It really is. But yeah, look at that. Just love it. Right, so I'm not letting these ones go to waste at the moment. So I've got words here. I've also got the dies. So let's go. What shall we go? Ooh. Oh, look. Oh, honestly. Darn. I've got to chop these down a little bit because I can see that they're too big anyway. Look at the size of that one to that one. So I might chop that bit off and get rid of that. Do you know, I just like simple hello and thanks, and today will be the best day. You are beautiful just the way you are. Bloom where you are planted. That's nice. Love it, love it. Do you know what? Just for simplicity, I'm just going to do thanks because that's easiest. So let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've done thanks and then I've die cut it. I'm going to stick that down, and then I've just got the love you, my friend. And I'm going to stick the card down to my card base first. This is my Wow A4 cardstock that I cut in half and fold over tentwise. Where's my glue? And then I know, because this is the same card, then I know it's matching perfectly. I don't like it if I use, say, a white card and then a different card base and it's a different colour white. Really annoys me. Look, I've got glue everywhere now. So the reason I'm sticking it down first is because if I inked this on there and then turn it over, this ink is pigment ink, so it stays wetter a bit longer. I should have probably chopped that little bit off. I'm being brave. I'm just going straight on. Let's just go. Yeah, and it would have smudged. Perfect. I got away with that. And then, thanks, it doesn't really matter, but I might as well while I got the lid off. Oh, look, it's starting to come through. That's one thing with the Wow card. It is fantastic for embossing powders. Well, it's fantastic for 3D embossing as well. It doesn't like things like Copic marker, any sort of alcohol pens, anything like that, and too much water it doesn't like. It's a super smooth cardstock and it's 250 GSM, but I wouldn't soak it in water. But when you do, and this is why I do everything on a panel, because then it doesn't matter, you don't see what I just saw there, so it doesn't really matter, so you can get away with it. So let's just grab a couple of these, one there and one there, just stick that there. And look, just out of that little trial, little practice, little play with your suggestions, thank you guys, I've got two lovely cards. I blimmin' love that. So thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Bye.